All right, we recently went to the Indi studio in San Diego and got a full fitting for all the wedges. Here's a quick recap. We're traveling everywhere to find you the best wedges ever made. Today we're in San Diego at a company I've been meaning to check out for a long time, Indi Golf. We're gonna grab them, we're gonna go check them out. Let's go. Rob here is telling us, now Indi, independent, like cool little vibe for the name,
Yeah.
like indie rock type of vibe, but Indi Golf. They make a conforming and a non-conforming groove. Now look, let's be honest. No one's gonna check your groove when you're playing out there with your buddies. So for you guys, you go non-conforming, okay? And then if you're playing real tournaments, USGA stuff, then you want conforming. But to steal your friend's money, these will do the trick. Because everybody's cheating anyways, you might as well get a little spin advantage. Obviously, I'll leave a link in the video description. There's a whole online portal you can get fit for. Yeah. And put in your specs, and then out pops your wedges. We went from 9,200 spin to 9,856 spin. When we're hitting shots to the green, let's say 100 yards, the higher you get it, the more opportunity it is for it to go offline. Yeah. So that launch angle, well, one is low. You really want your high lofted clubs to go low and your low lofted clubs to go high, right? Yeah. Ideally. Yeah. So if we can get those wedges down, it's just easier to shoot a basket like this as opposed to throwing it way up in the air. It's easier. That was that low guy and then just hits, spins back, or just stops, right? That's nice pretty. These feel really good. All the wedges, they got surprisingly good feeling. I like the shape of them, and we're getting good performance. So then we put them to the test on the robot and had pretty awesome results. But now, here we are, French Lick. This is the Pete Dye course and their MrShortGame area. Phenomenal place. I'll leave a link below if you're interested in this place. It's spectacular. But we are going to test out the Indi wedges here in real life, and we are going to see how the illegal grooves do, you know, for real versus conventional, standard, approved USGA grooves. Because we might just want to put this in our bag and not tell anybody. Okay, we will set the illegal groove aside for now. We will start with our 60-degree Indi wedge. Now, I do love these wedges. They just look fantastic. We've gone over it. Clean, pure look. Everything you would want to see. But now, how do they feel and perform? Because I'm going to give you the real truth of what I think. All right, what I love is the shape of the club behind the ball. Looks clean, looks classic. I love the full face grooves. Here's what I'm looking for when I'm testing out wedges. I want to know what the feel is. Is it clingy, clunky? Does it feel like metal? Or do you have a nice soft feel with it? The other thing I'm really noticing is how the bounce and the sole react through the ground. Does it grab? Is it sticky? Can I open the face? How does it go through the earth? Everybody's going to interpret that a little different. But even when I hit behind the ball like I did there, I want to know and feel and see the performance. Actually, that's pretty good for hitting 2 inches behind the ball. All right, the 60 feels good. Just basic little chip shot, pitch shots. Let's hit about 6 balls out of the bunker. It's really not so much how does it feel with the perfect shot. Like I hit that great. Like I think any club would feel good, I would hope, with that type of contact. But when you hit a little too far behind it, like that, then what does it do? That feels pretty good. Yeah, that was pretty heavy. And it still comes out pretty good. It's pretty easy through the sand when you hit a little too far behind it. And then can I hit a nice high one out of the sand? What I like is that I don't have to hit perfect sand shots. You can tell that right away. I can hit pretty far behind it and it's not digging in. So that's the bounce here. This is a 10-degree bounce. So that's the angle that the sole comes below the leading edge. So it's not so much the 10 that I'm interested in, it's the thickness of that leading edge that really helps that face not dig into the sand. So 60 passes the test. So far, so good. I like that. Okay, so here's what I want to know though. As we back up, how do the other wedges perform? Wedges are more than just one club, it's a whole set. So they all have to perform. If one performs, great, but we need all of them. So we're going to test out the 54 a little farther back, then we're going to go a 50, see how that performs, and then check out the 48 and see how it feels on the range so that we can know or not know if the whole set is the way to go or not. And then at the end, I want to see how much dang spin I get off that 54 from like a shot around the green. I want that sucker to check out of the rough. I want some help. Okay, just a little farther back, 54. This is probably, I would use this here just to flight it down and see if I can check it in there. That stopped pretty good. Same philosophy here is how does it go through the turf? I'll leave a price for the Indi wedges right here so you can see, and I'll leave a link in the video description below, obviously. You know, this is a smaller company, and I'm always curious how these smaller, more independent companies do compared to, you know, the top names that you all know. Because I want to know, should you save money and go with a less known brand? Or should you spend a lot more money? So far, so good. Let's back it up. We're at the range at the die course. So now we've got gap wedge and pitching wedge. This is where you kind of get into the fuller shots. So we want to see, I want to know what's the feel, sound, and performance off more of the fuller shots here. So we'll go gap wedge first. All right, I am peppering that flag out there with the gap wedge, so, well, that's a good one. Go ahead. Feels good. We just hit a 50. Now we're gonna hit a 48. I know the gapping's 2 degrees. It should go a little bit farther. So we're hitting right pin high. This should go just over the green. And that's the exact same swing. Everything, contact. Pretty good again, same thing. Yeah, just on the back. I don't have any complaints about the feel or the sound. Everything's great, but really what I want to know, and what we've been having a difficult time with, was the illegal square groove, box groove wedge. The robot only liked it when it was wet, and it performed extra good. So we'll see right now. Let's put it to the test and see if it's worth it if you're not, let's say, a really tournament type of player. All right, here we go. I cleared the green off. This is the SR Indi 54 degree box groove. Totally illegal. Are we getting unreasonable amount of spin here? I mean, I went for it. It hit and kept going. I mean, I'm firing it in there low and hard. Okay, maybe I'm expecting a little too much with that type of shot, because you know, it doesn't have sandpaper on its feet. or Velcro. Okay, but that low guy checked up pretty good. Just open it up. Now, what about out of the rough? We could really only do this with side-by-side comparison. All right, legal groove right here. Here we go. Illegal groove now. Same exact everything. I'm gonna try to hit the exact same shot. Okay, it ran off the green too. Did the exact same thing. Okay, I'm mixing them up. They look identical except like a marking on the hosel, which I'm not gonna look at. I'm just gonna pick one here. I'm not gonna look at the other one. Put that down. So we'll do this one first. And let's see if we could tell which one is which just by the reaction of it on the green. Wedge number one. Okay, that hit just front of the green and released. I mean, just based on what I know after one, I'm gonna say that's the legal wedge. I don't know. Can't tell the difference right now. Here goes the other one. I'm gonna have to re-hit it. It landed over the green. I'm thinking this is illegal just because it just was spinning hard. You could hear the spin. Oh yeah, this is illegal. Yeah, 100% right, illegal. You could tell, oh my gosh. Okay, when you're a little farther away in the rough, okay, put it down here in the rough. That first one spun so much, it just kept staying in the air. It's almost like it had lift on the ball. Where that first one kind of went up and died, no spin, knuckleball. Let's try that again. Oh, look at that. That just stops kind of where you hit it. Wow. Look at that. Wow. I mean, we got grass in the grooves. We're in a high rough situation. Huh. Okay. I would say, in all fairness, I'm probably spending my money on wedges. I'd probably spend more money on name brand wedges. That's me. But if you want to save some money, you're not going to go wrong here with Indi Golf. And I would say, like if you're not playing tournament golf, you might want to go with the SR model of the illegal ones because it just makes the game a lot easier out of the rough. So great job, Indi Golf. Thumbs up on the illegal version. They're my favorite. Hope this video was helpful for you guys. Love you. Peace out. See you next time.